Hello, friends. Welcome to my messy desk and my messy mind, I guess, because I'm trying things out that I haven't tried before. My name is Wendy. I am a paper crafter. I am a scrapbooker, and I am an aspiring junk journaler. I am learning as I am going along. The art of junk journaling is really whatever you really want it to be. There's no boundaries really. There's no right or wrong. Somebody asked on one of the groups I'm on, what was the best way to, I'm trying to find this thing so I can put it away. What was the best way to do their paper? Should they do the embellishments first and then do the and then stitch it in, or should she just stitch it in like I just did with Corby and then add embellishments? And some people said, well, I like it this way, and other people said, well, I like it the other way, and other people said, well, try it one way, and if you don't like it, then try it the other way. I mean, it really is like there is no right or wrong. There is no, you do it this way first, and then you do that. There's no rules for what to do with your, I love this piece so badly, so much, I had to use it again. But what to do with your photos. There's no rules that say you must cover your photos with page protectors. I mean, I guess a lot of the rules for regular journals, scrapbooking does apply if you want things to last forever, but if you don't care, I mean, really, if you don't care, then there is no rules, it's just do what you want to do. Let's see if I've got both of these little ear pieces. Here they are. Okay. So I just realized I want to grab a color. So I love purple. I love all purples. And I love all the purples that Tim Holtz has. But of all of his purples, this one's my favorite. I mean, I like them all. So I guess all of the purples are my favorite. But this one, make it so you can see it. I'm trying to pull up I've got a mess. I guess after today, I really just need to clean. We're going on vacation later this week. We're leaving and we'll be gone. And I already know I've got mail that's going to be coming. So I have somebody watching the house. That's not a thing. I mean, it's definitely a thing. I have a cat that needs to be fed, or she thinks she's going to die, right? But here we go. But I'm nervous about having mail, although people around here are incredibly trusting. So I think all will be well. Got a funny story to tell. We have one of those code locks, and it was a little while back that one of our sons, he was coming home from work and he couldn't get in the house. He had to wake somebody up, because he works graveyards, right? So he comes home super early, and he had to wake somebody up in order to get in the house. Anyway, last night, a different son, he said, I came up to the house and I thought, what if today is the day that it doesn't work for me? Because I have an extra key on my key ring, because you can use a key or you can use the code, just in case something like that ever happens to me. So my son's like, what if today's the day that it happens to me? And it was, and he had to climb in a bedroom window, which, so now I'm like, we're going on vacation. You mean you could climb in the bedroom window? You mean it hasn't been locked? So my husband's going to do something to make it so, because it's an old window. And okay, we're changing out those windows in the spring for sure. Anyway, So I'm just, this is actually for the ears, but I'm just going around some of these people with this seedless preserve, which is a little reddish color purple instead of a darker purple or pale purple. I really like this here as the swirl on the unicorns thing. Just don't know whether I want to color that any color other than white. I guess I can decide that later. I won't glue that on yet. Winifred is a colorized die. So she starts with a base. And of course she's a zebra, but she's going to be a unicorn today. And I'm going to color her bangs. See, I don't know whether, well, I don't know whether I want to have her be a little bit purple or absolutely white. I've looked at a few cartoons of unicorns, and let's see. So this is Winifred. And this is her layer 2. Well, I'm going to outline everything in this anyway, just because this is what I have chosen. And then I was going to make her shades of purple and white, obviously. So it seemed really mystical and magical. So now where's part 2? Here it is. Wonder if I should do a little bit different color purple on this piece here. Let's see. So let's see how she looks so far. Then I have her mane. Then I'm going to color different colors. There's that little triangle. Okay, I have to look at her. I have to look at her picture. Okay, so I just watched the colorized thing of putting Winifred together. By the way, fun fact, my mother's name was Winifred. Not that I guess that really matters, but makes her a little special to me, I guess. Basically what happens is with this is that this is the darkest of all the colors, though I'm keeping that white for right now. And then the second piece was that. But this was sort of this wasn't just try this. So I have thought about this a lot since yesterday, when just the revelation, I guess, not really a revelation, but you know, just it hit me that I have been really upset about some things that happened. It has nothing to do with North Carolina. It just happens to be where they happened. We've lived kind of all over the U.S., which is kind of nice. We've met people that have never moved. We've lived in Illinois, and we've met people that have never seen a mountain or an ocean, which just blew my mind. And we lived in North Carolina, where the only mountains that they did see, well, when you've lived in Alaska and in Rocky Mountains, the Appalachians are just little anthills, right? You know, sorry, but they're significantly smaller than these great granite mountains. It's the same mountain range in Alaska as it is here. It's the same Rocky Mountains, and it travels all the way down through South America as well. I mean, they call it different things in different places, but it's the same mountain range. And anyway, so we've met people that have just, you know, like only lived in their one little spot, and including here, where, you know, there are people that have never really moved out of this area too. And then there are others who have traveled. but we've lived all over the U.S., so I really will forever associate the things that happened in North Carolina as part of North Carolina, though it wasn't North Carolina's fault, if that makes any sense. And, ooh, okay. So that's the next one I'm supposed to glue down, so I guess I will. Let me figure out where I'm going to, like, not glue. I'll draw a line. Anyway, I've been upset. We've been here now 3 full years, and I've been upset about what happened. And it's not just the hurricanes, it's some things that happened and that have really upset me. And it's one of those things where I've wandered around saying, why? Why did this have to happen? You know? Why me? And I focused a lot on that. And as I was going through, I was like, I'm going to do this, you know. I'm going to, oh, where's my little book? Well, anyway, I'm going to do these little things. So what I thought, and this is why I'm making a little unicorn, I thought, well, life would be rainbows and unicorns. I just thought it was all going to be just wonderful. And I had all kinds of reasons why I thought it was going to be wonderful. And, you know, life is really not idyllic. Maybe for a brief period of time, you've got a little bit of an idyllic life, but life in particular isn't very idyllic. There, you know, stuff happens. Colds happen. I'm still trying to get over before vacation, although I'm significantly better. And all of that kind of good stuff. Anyway, but I got there and almost immediately, all of the things that I had based these wonderful dreams on were shattered almost immediately. The situation that we moved into was not what had been promised, and just, yeah. Broken promises, broken dreams, right? Anyway, and if you've had a life like that, you know. I mean, it hurts, right? So anyway, it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I was going through pictures, and I'm gonna do this whole unicorn and rainbows and beautiful flowers and all this, and then what we really got was nightmare, right? And I pulled out pictures that definitely, I mean, I pulled out some stuff from hurricanes, clearly, and so, you know, some other things to prove how difficult our time was there, and justified our move away, you know, get me out of here now, kind of a thing. And as I was going through these photos for the first time, and they're wonderful photos. I mean, we went to Disney World. I'm trying to think. We were there 5.5 years, and I think we went there at least 5 times, maybe 6, maybe more. I don't remember. You know, so it's kind of like, ooh, wait a minute. That was actually wonderful. And then there were some wonderful things about going to Disney World, like spending time with my youngest son and being able to just, we would sit and we would talk, you know, and share things that, I mean, it was a really special time. And we developed a relationship. Not that we didn't already have a relationship, but we developed a really sweet, special relationship during those times. I got to know my cousins, who I didn't know very well. I mean, there was just a lot of really, really wonderful, beautiful, like these little gifts that I didn't expect. And as I was going through the pictures to find all of these awful things, I realized, oh my gosh. And so I printed up some pictures of my cousins and my aunt, who has since passed away, but got to spend some time with her and get to know her better. And I mean, it was just, there's a scripture somewhere, I think it's in the Old Testament, Bible scripture anyway, about beauty for ashes. And that's what I felt like I got, you know. I mean, sure, those negative things did happen. They They were definitely part of the whole experience, but they weren't the whole experience. They weren't even the defining experience. And all of a sudden, I mean, this was just yesterday and it hit me. My goodness, I need to let stuff go. Right? I mean, I need to just let stuff go. And as I thought about it, I was telling my husband last night as we were heading to bed, you know, I don't know, I feel different. And this journal that was going to be all about vindication and why I moved, and this is why I moved because, sorry, I'm ranting. Huh? But the point that I want to make is that if I hadn't sat down to try to put this into something other than words and feelings, to try to put it into art, to try to express what happened and the hows and the whys that it happened and all that, I would not have woken up to the realization that there were some absolutely wonderful and amazing experiences that I would have really missed out on if I hadn't woken up, you know what I mean? So, with all of that said, I think this journal is going to be different. It's still into the unknown. It's still to do the next right thing. But I think I'm not going to focus on what pushed us out of there. Although there were definitely things that pushed us out of there. There were definitely imperfections that made it that, though there were a lot of really positive things that happened while we were there, it was not everything that we wanted in life. And so we chose to move. I don't know if I'm going to put this piece on. There are several pieces here. So there's that, but then there's this smaller piece here. Is it just to give some depth? Well, maybe I'll put all these pieces, just lay them on and see what I think. Because I need to color all of that. And I'm going to color that before I stick this piece on. Because I feel like I need to put it on there. And those are all these little pieces here. These little bitty ones. Some of them, not all of them, are for that. But anyway, with that crazy thing said, I all of a sudden realized that I have a different journal that I'm planning on writing right now than what I had originally planned on doing, and maybe a little better focus on. Okay, so here, I want that to be white. And there's this piece that goes underneath that. So there's this piece that goes, I don't really understand why I have this piece here. But this piece goes there. And if you can see, let's go closer. And now let's put it where it needs to, yes. You can see where the ridges are for the eyes, which I will probably paint in. But then this goes on top. And then the muzzle is supposed to be black because it's a zebra. But now I'm wondering, do I need all of these pieces? Well, the thing is, if I do put that, then I'm gotta put this. So maybe I will just paint this muzzle a darker purple with the white, because the unicorns that I've been looking at are mostly white. Some of them have like this pink hue to them. I guess I do want all of that. It's always kind of interesting when I choose to change the look of the item. And I don't know what color I want to. I think I do want to just kind of finish my sentences, right? I tell my husband that all the time. He does that to me. And I'll say, can you finish your sentence? Because I really don't know what you're talking about. And he'll say, oh, I'm thinking out loud. And that's what I'm doing right now, isn't it? So I probably should have done all that a darker purple in the beginning. But it's not too late, right? I think, let's see what I have on this foam. Because so far I haven't even dumped. Some of the ones I use all the time, the ink really just kind of stays there forever. And it's not necessarily what we want. So probably the foam, because the foam really should dry out between each time. And so probably the foam is now, should be retired, right? And put a new one on. But I like doing this. So because I like doing this, I don't even know if that'll get cut off, because I think I'm going to put this in like a semicircle, an oval. Ooh, this is looking very unicornish, isn't it? So I know that I need to do at least that lighter color. Let's see. See, this one is drying so much in between. Oh, I picked up the wrong color. It's gonna have to work. Darn. Oh, that's disappointing. That is disappointing. Ooh, but I like that. But now I don't know. This foam might be corrupted. Okay, but I do want to put this on there. Oh, let me go normal so you can actually see what I'm doing. Sorry. No, I definitely like that. So I'll glue this down, because this should go on now. I wonder if I shouldn't. Oh dear. Now I have to decide. You already know I don't like decisions. Well, that's definitely got to go there. So let me glue this on here first. You know, having pressured myself to try to, and I did. I spent an entire day looking at literally a blank canvas, wondering how I was going to do this folio and how I was going to make it look. Let's see, do I want that to be more straight up? Okay. I think before I do that, I'm going to make this that darker purple, some more of that darker purple for the contrast. But, you know, the thought of people using art as then a stepping stone or a jumping off point to express their feelings, having done that for me with this little folio, my experimental junk journal, my Corby, really brought out the things I was most, well, it helped me recognize these super positive, wonderful things that happened in my life as I was searching for, through photos and through Facebook memories and everything, of, you know, anyway, boy, I'm rambling. Wonder if I'll even use any of this. I may just show you what I made this. And I didn't say any of the stuff I was going to say, because I guess it's kind of personal, right? But anyway, with that said, it was an eye-opening experience for me. It was very positive. It changed my whole perspective, you know, of our experience in North Carolina, and turned it into something very wonderful. Now, I'm not sure I want to do this, but I definitely want to put this little bit of a curly Q up here. So this one goes next, and I do think I want to, now that I've got this ink on here, I do think I want to don't like this. I've made Winifred several times, and I don't like this little teeny bitty thing there, because I've had it break more than once. And it depends on what I want to do with the head too, because sometimes this is where, if you want the head to be more this way, that ends up breaking. So, but I'm loving the colors so far. Ooh. See, and I like that. Oh, that's right. So I need to do these. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with this light color. Might as well just put this really close. And see what that looks like. Maybe, should I go a little darker? What color is this? This is Mermaid Lagoon. I definitely used this in that. So, and this one was Tumbled Glass. Well, I'm going to put some of this Mermaid Lagoon on this one right here. As a zebra, you want these to be nice and dark black, right? But this is a unicorn. This isn't a zebra, so I'm not using any of those. Oh, does all that do anything for her? See, she looks, to me, she looks really elegant like that. There's something just really beautiful about her right there. This little bit here adds some interesting, a little more character than she had before. Now I've ruined this. Don't worry, I have a whole drawer full of these. I do want a little bit of color on there. Yes. So I'm going to want a little bit of color on here. So I'm definitely going to cut right here. So she would fit like right in there. But I want to put rainbows If I do that, then she'll be the last one to go down. But she's beautiful. Well, so that's how you make a unicorn from a zebra. I can't make that on my own. So I'm going to do some little tags and put rainbows on them. And I want to put some of those little bitty flowers. And then I will glue her down last. So this was left over from the cover. So what happened, I put a lot of ink on my stamp. But as you can see, you don't see as much definition on here as here, because I just smothered it in ink to make sure that it showed up on the craft paper. But then I took a second printing, and this is what I got. And I just picked up what was left over on here from coloring her mane there. Because, you know, a zebra doesn't have a mane like that. It's got those little like spiky things, but I think she turned out great. I think this little die has teeny weeny little one here, and then this is the rest of it there. I felt like when I put this on, in fact, I think I'm gonna do more little. Get that just a little darker right there. Winifred, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous, girl. Gorgeous. Okay, well, if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my craft projects. Like I said, I could not have made a unicorn looking like that. I could have gone and found some free clip art and colored that. But this was more fun. So anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful, magical day. Bye.